what's up you guys? It's your girl Adriana back with another video. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Adriana. So today I'm excited to share with you guys. I've got something a little special planned up for you, but then again, when do I not have something special planned up for y'all? So yeah. I decided I'm gonna take y'all along with me. I'm gonna be doing a video / dance shoot. Just knocking out some content wise, but the main focus is dance wise. It's gonna be in the Rain Room. For those of you guys who do not know what the Rain Room is, if you are local in LA, it is one of the most popular rooms and booked out rooms in LA. And I am super excited to be shooting in there tonight. I've never done it. So yeah, I'm excited, a little bit nervous because with the makeup and you know, all the extra stuff, but you know, that's what it's all about, getting messy and fun, right? So yeah, I'm gonna be dancing to a song that has been stuck in my head for like, since it came out. It's an Omarion song and it's one of his newest songs. I'm not gonna share it just yet because I want y'all to see the final result when it does come out. But I will be doing 2 different outfits. I'm gonna be doing an all black and an all red and maybe mix match with the black and red. Just to show you guys a little bit of the outfits I'm gonna be using. The options I have are just some black shorts because I still want them to kind of look like boxer underwear type. So these are the shorts. I have my black bikini top because we live for bikini tops, so she looks just like this. And just in case I don't like it with just the bikini top, I have this shirt that is a mesh shirt that we'll see if I like how it looks over. So if I want to just add a little extra, it'll just go over the bikini top. And I have my other bottom options would be just these like, not underwear, they're bathing suit bottoms. The reason I choose bathing suit bottoms too is because of the material on these. They just stick better so that you don't have to worry about any, you know, little slip up. But yeah, that's for the black outfit. For the red outfit, I technically have the same idea, using the same black bottoms, which would probably be these, with a red swimsuit top, which looks just like this, regular swimsuit top. And for the bottom, just to add like a little, it's like a cute little cover up. The reason I didn't want to do the red bottoms is because the red bottoms are like obviously like the bathing suit tie ones, and I don't want that. I want something that's more like this, that'll stick to my skin. But it's fine, like it'll go, it goes, you know. But yeah, so those are my outfit choices. For makeup, I did not do my super full out makeup, but I did do my half-assed version where I still make it look like I did my full makeup, but it's not full makeup. Does that make sense? But yeah, so this is what my makeup looks. I added obviously like a foundation serum type on my face, all over my face, obviously my eyebrows, my eyelashes. I still did add fake eyelashes. If they get wet and ruined, that's fine. I still have like a whole stock of them that I use for when I have to change them out, so that's totally fine. As for my hair, if you can't already clearly tell, it is not done. This is just how I'm gonna take it because it's gonna look wet anyways. It's gonna get wet anyways, so I'm not gonna do anything with my hair. It's just gonna stay this way. So yeah, that's basically the vibe for right now. Other than that, yeah, I'm just finishing packing my bag. I'm also gonna be bringing my heels. I've shown those before for like when I do my heels classes. I'm gonna be taking those heels. Hopefully it'll work out. Like, I'm a little nervous for those, but if worse comes to worse, we're just gonna do it barefoot. But the goal is to push to do it with the heels. And I'm pretty confident that we'll make it work because we make everything work. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go finish packing up my bag. I do have to head out soon, so I will meet you guys and see you guys there. So the shoot overall was a great experience, but usually always is, especially when you get the opportunity to be able to film like in a different setting place. It's always nice. So first stepping into the room, I was already excited just seeing the room itself with the lights in the back. It wasn't a crazy big room. It's obviously got the rain room, you've got a little changing station and the mirrors for like when you want to touch up your makeup. But it was just already exciting being in the room. So once getting changed into like the outfit I was going to use, I decided to do another little walk around the room with the setup that we were going to use. So the light color that we chose, we ended up going with red. So seeing the rain just fall and the color behind it, it just was already coming to life. And I was already super excited just seeing the setup. While my boyfriend was still doing the setup with like the lights, the camera, and all the extra stuff that we were going to be using throughout the shoot, I just took the time to run the choreo once, not in the actual rain room, just still stepped outside of it, using the mirror that you usually use to like do your makeup to like see myself to mark it. It felt pretty straightforward and I felt like I was ready to do it, so I was like, let's just get into it. So once he was kind of ready for me, I was excited to like step into that little shower rain room. So once I stepped in, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the time. Luckily, the water was also warm, which is also a plus. So yeah, I stepped in and just started getting a little used to the water and getting my hair wet so that we can already have the feel and look of the wet hair. In the process of getting used to the water, I was throwing out ideas of how I wanted to do like an intro for it, of like a silhouette-y look without having like all the bright lights on me just yet, just as a little bit of an intro. So once we were ready to film, we kind of just played the music in the background and started messing around with a few different movements that would just play off with the song and the vibe. So literally started filming, started vibing, and it felt pretty great. And after we did the take, we did take a look at it and it looked pretty amazing. Once we were able to get like a solid take of all the movements that we did, we decided to do it again, but to get from a different angle, just to get obviously like different kind of dimensions. So yeah. We took certain movements that we thought were like the strongest to use down to break down to be able to get more of a close-up or a different angle just to use as moments for when the video does get put together. After being able to be done with like the moments that we broke down to film separately is when I really started to feel like the rain like hit my eyelash, which then started to like sting my eye. So as soon as we got done filming that, I was running out of there trying to like wipe my eye down, which was pretty funny. Once we got done filming all the intro stuff, we hopped into filming the first take of the choreo part, which actually went pretty great throughout the whole thing. But there was like a little turn thing that I had towards the end where I fucked up. On the first take, I fucked up. And let me tell you why. It was because when I originally made the dance, I made it earlier that day. So mind you, I didn't have weeks or days in advance to prepare for this. I just made it earlier that day. And when I made it, I was originally thinking of doing it with heels, but obviously then getting into the rain room and seeing how slippery the floor was, it was not going to work. So I ended up doing it barefoot. So the reason that turn like fucked me up was because doing it barefoot is a little bit different than when you're doing it in heels, because when you have the heels, you have a little bit more of a height to you and the momentum to use. So barefoot is just a different feeling. So I ended up fucking up on the first take. And literally, like when I tell you throughout this whole video, you're probably gonna see me like step out, like patting my eyes because of the water getting in. It's literally happening throughout the whole video. So clearly after seeing and feeling that the turn wasn't working out the way I wanted it to, we decided to take the time to break the movement down and trying to figure out what could work. So he ended up throwing a suggestion on doing something with my arms, which you'll see, because there was a certain moment for that turn that I wanted to hit, which his lyrics I believe are, she hits me with that magic. So it was, she hits me with that magic on that turn. So his suggestion was basically to be able to elongate those movements so they can fill in his lyric. So he was saying like to be able to stretch my arms out all the way instead of doing like a half-ass, more like of an all the way, to be able to throw my momentum around to hit what I wanted it to. So once it got to that second take, we made sure to like remind ourselves to use those notes that we had originally said for that turn to be able to work. I was doing great, and throughout like the whole, from the beginning to the end, I was like, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, and I fucked up again on that second take with those notes because I was thinking too hard about like that specific moment on that turn, that when it came to doing the turn, it fucked me up. So I fucked up. Of course, we had to go into a third take of this, and that's okay because that's part of the filming process, and it's okay to mess up because that's why we have these moments to like talk about it, section it out, and work through it. So that third take, when it came to that third take, it felt so much better. It was like a smooth run through. I think towards the end I had like a little funny moment because I was trying to get myself up because I felt the water right back in my eye, so I had to like run off as soon as I got done with the choreo to wipe off my eye. But yeah, that third take, it was it. I felt it. It was it. It's only funny too because there is a moment that you'll see in the clip of once I get done with the choreo, I like get up as soon as I can to like press up on my eyes because I can't rub because obviously it's water and I have makeup on and I don't want to smear the makeup. So I got up, I pressed, and I like literally ran off to get my towel to just pat my eyes off. After that third take that we were able to get a smooth run through, we decided to move forward with picking out certain moments from the choreo to section out to get certain like angles, close-ups, and whatnot. So there was this one move that I did after finishing the choreo from the turn. It was like a drop into a split. So we made sure to get kind of like a close-up on that, which felt pretty fucking like cool to do because there was also another moment that we got where I had to, from that same moment where I had to whip my hair back. So it was pretty fun to do that only because when you do that and your hair is not wet, it's like such like a lightweight like feather to flip back. But when your hair is wet, it's a lot heavier. So you really had to like, but it was literally like a whole moment. Like I felt it. So for the moments that my boyfriend like stepped away to like change the lens or change the setup, whatever it may be, I took those times to like be able to mess around with different movements that I wanted to use to move forward with the outro movements, and like really just using the water and utilizing what I had around me. So for that little bit of time that he had to like set up, I was messing around with different movements to see what I can use and what would work and what would look best. The only thing I did know for sure that I definitely wanted to use was the floor, like doing some type of floor movement and utilizing the water to like splash or whatnot. So there was a few different moves that I played around with. And of course, once he was ready with the camera, I used those same movements that I was practicing and messing around with to do for the camera. And it was fun. It was definitely fun when you're especially doing it for the camera. And again, it's the same thing with the hair whip. It's just fun to feel. It's a different feeling when you get to whip that heavy hair back. So it was just a whole different feeling. A good one though. Keep in mind that while doing all these hair whips and playing with the water, splashing the water, of course we still have to make sure that we're being cautious because we don't want to wet the camera. So there was like a little funny moment where when we were taking the moments to use for the outro, where my boyfriend, and you'll see like in the clip, I'll make sure it's inserted, where in the room that we're in, they have like little umbrellas on the side, and like you just like can read what's going through his face, where he's like, oh, they got umbrellas? That's nice. Let me see how this works. You pull it up and you know he got his little umbrella over with his camera under. But once he got the umbrella, he ended up going in the rain with me, like following behind me, which was pretty cool. And obviously he needed the umbrella to go under the rain so that his camera wouldn't get wet. Probably one of the most like funniest and one of my most favorite moments from looking back at this footage is seeing that there's like a moment where I'm like doing my thing in the little puddle, in the water puddle, and you just like see him sitting in the rain with his little umbrella, just chilling, like da 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 da. It was just a funny moment. Once we got into the more splashing and more water being thrown around movements, he made sure to step out so that his camera doesn't get wet, and got like a few different angles for that, whether it was like low or high. So yeah, that was also pretty fun. It was really fun just being able to splash and throw the water around. I definitely feel like one of my favorite parts too of creating and making this video was the moments where it's like doing a movement and then like looking over to the camera. That's just also because I get to tap in with my inner, like I do modeling as well, so it's like being able to tap in with both my dancer and modeling. So yeah, it's always my favorite to be able to do some type of movement like that. So if I do ever like run out of ideas or need help with something in particular, I always ask for my boyfriend's input. And the reason I do that as well is because he is the person behind the camera. So he also knows what we can do to work around it, or what we can do that will look best, and whatnot. So his input is always very, very important. He did have a suggestion that he wanted to use for an outro part, which was to do this little crawling thing towards the camera to then hang off the edge to then like be able to feel down myself and just feel like bad bitch vibes. When he was telling me this, and I tell you, when he was telling me this, I was already like visualizing it in my head, and I was like, that's gonna be such a bad bitch moment. So once we were able to try that little bad bitch moment out, it only took one take and it felt fucking amazing, and I already knew it was gonna be like my favorite part of the video. And when you guys do see the final result, that's one of my favorite moments of the video. Just that whole little feeling part. It's just like bad bitch vibes. You're just in your pocket, you know what I mean? After getting through the intro, the choreo, and the outro, we took some time to discuss if there was anything else that we wanted to try or any other ideas that either of us may have had. What we did end up doing was actually going back to the beginning of the choreo because there was something with that beginning move that wasn't sitting right. And it's not that it didn't work, there was just a timing that was just a little off, and it just wasn't sitting right. So we took some time to play around and mess around with a few different intros we could have done, to whether if it was like walking into it and then hitting that movement, or like stepping out with your leg a certain way to make it look a different way. So yeah, we were just kind of playing off different ideas to see what would work. There was even like a cute little demonstration where my boyfriend was like showing me exactly what he was trying to say, and with the counts, so that I knew what the timing was. Which was pretty funny because like you'll never see him like doing that, so he'll probably hate me for even saying that or putting this in the footage. But it was a good moment. But yeah, we tried it over and over and over, and it just like was not working. So at some point we just like gave up on it. He was all like, fuck this. We gave up on it, and we ended up going back to the original idea that we had, and he just ended up getting like different angles to be able to, again, like sectioning it up, so when he's putting the video together he can just match it up. So the power of editing and the power of the different angles that he gets. So yeah, we just ended up going back to the original idea that we had though. This sums up our whole video and brings us to the end of our video. Overall, the experience was super fun. And as I said at the beginning of the video, it's also always exciting to be able to create content in a different work setting place. So the rain room, that was a first for me, and I will most definitely be going back to create more content there. It's also exciting for me, for you guys to be able to see the process and all the work that gets put into the behind the scenes of making these final products. So when I usually do post a video or photos, whatever it may be, you guys are always only seeing the final products, but not the process and all the work and thought process that gets put into making this all happen. But yeah, overall, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. It's always linked down below. My TikTok will also be linked down below. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and please make sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know how much you like this video or what kind of videos you guys would like to see for the future. Other than that, I can't wait to see you guys for the next one.
I thought she was just another attraction, somebody else to come to lay with me. But she turned out to be a love assassin and turned me to another casualty. That's when she hit me with black magic. Oh no, the type of love I can't imagine before. Now I've been searching, trying to find the type of love I had that night. That black magic got me out of control. Now I can't let it go, 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 go. Black magic will go, 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 go. Now I've been searching, trying to find the type of love I had that night. That black magic got me chasing a ghost.
We made it back home, guys, and my makeup is, it's technically fucked up if you can't like tell. It's like all off. My hair is curled up. Yeah, eyebrows are like halfway gone. Eyelashes are like halfway off. Look at this. And I ended up taking the bottom mascara off because with the rain and the water hitting you in the face, it like stings in a sense, if that makes sense. I just ended up rubbing this off, the bottom mascara, that way so that it wouldn't hurt and it wasn't in the way. But overall, it was a good shoot. We were kind of on time crunch because we did book the studio for an hour, but we also had a lot going on today, so just a lot of things were like going left rather than right. But it's okay. Like I always say, we make do with what we have, and that's exactly what we did. But overall, it was a fun experience. It was a really fun experience. Yeah, my hair is like all curled up and wet. But overall, yeah, it was a really fun experience. The water was warm. I definitely want to shoot in that room again. But overall, it was an amazing experience. I can't wait to see you guys for the next one.